American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. And this is a one-and-done trip for Minnesota before going back to their Timberwolves fans up in Minneapolis. And they're looking forward to some production from Rudy Gobert now that he's back.
Well, they lost a bit off their fastball when he was on the sideline with that injury, guys. Things really started to unravel for him shortly after he got hurt, and they couldn't quite piece it back together.
And it seemed his absence affected this team really beyond the X's and O's. You could see that there was a dip in their confidence. And again, that's the intangibles that somebody of his caliber will bring to the table. And so now that he's back, I'm interested to see how they respond.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Freak in at shooting guard. Towns is out there with Terrence Jones. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. And it's Levine in at the point. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Here's Freak. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Here's Barea. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. The feed to Nowitzki. On the clock. The baseline J. And he nails the jumper.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Feeds it to Freak. Beyond the arc. And he gets it to go. Freak's got himself on the board with 3 there. You often hear athletes saying they do it for the fans, but with Freak, he really backs up his talk with his actions. And Clark, I've seen it firsthand. He's one of the more accessible and interactive NBA stars out there.
Yeah, I say he's walking the talk in that regard. I mean, he really looks out for his fans, appreciates them, respects them, understands them, engages with them. I think he's one of a kind in being sincere and genuine and looking after the fans.
That's good. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. They get it back. Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Nowitzki. And no good as it rattles out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Barea kicks to Parsons. Nobody near Williams. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And a wide open look for Freak. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Freak's got 5.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk to head coach Rick Carlisle. A big point of emphasis for him was playing within themselves on the offensive end. He said in both of their losses to this team earlier in the year, they were allowing themselves to get baited into poor shots, and it cost them. To be at their best, he feels, they need to continue to play their game through all circumstances. Let's see if they can handle it.
And thanks as always, Doris. And guys, the emphasis on quality shooting, getting those chances identified by their coach is a key for them.
I think that means they must work as a complete unit out there.
Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to the Knicks in New York.
And really, I just felt like they didn't compete, particularly on the backboard. Probably their weakest area in that game.
Well, they weren't doing their work early. They weren't carving out space for themselves under the glass. And guys just weren't working hard enough in my estimation.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Pachulia. JaVale McGee is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then there's Harris. And it's McCallum in at the 1 spot. And it's Harris off the drive. Here's Parsons. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Now here's Freak. Coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Just 4 to shoot. Tries it from 19. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Dallas has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Harris passes to McGee. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Timberwolves, number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws here tonight. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Minnesota's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Here's Freak. Oh, wow. It's a beautiful jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Here's McCallum. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And he gets it to go. McGee's got his second bucket.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Over to the left wing. Hamid dishes to Freak. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Just 5 on the clock. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Kicks to McCallum. Pachulia inside. Working on Ashik. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Pachulia. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Freak with it. Harris is there. The dish now to Martin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Fires the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers was simply superb. He ended with 41 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. His outing ensured that his team would keep their hot streak going. An important factor indeed, guys.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest. His hit spot, no doubt about it.
That free throw, no good. A different look for Dallas. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Williams comes in for McCallum. And Barea subbed in for Harris. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Ashik. Towns comes in for Terrence Jones. Wiggins is checked in. Gets it off. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
I'm here with Rick Carlisle. And, Coach, what have you not liked so far about the way your team is playing?
Well, we weren't into it. We missed the block out. We were taking a couple of bad shots. So we just need to refocus. Key in this game, we got to take away their open jump shots and threes, and we got to rebound.
Coach, thank you for your time, guys. Visibly frustrated over here on the sideline.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
All right, men, we've done a good job in the first half of taking the momentum and being assertive with our style of play. The main thing is that we had a very good half in terms of shot selection. We haven't forced anything. We've taken what the defense has given us, and it's led to a terrific shooting percentage. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly great of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Checking out the group for Sam Mitchell to start the second half.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
And stolen by Darren Williams. Here's Berea. 5 now.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
Screen by Jones. There's Freak. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Darren Williams. Minnesota shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And both free throws good from Freak.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Mavericks trail by 9. And here's Berea. 5 points in the game. He had a nice open look right there. That's 10 points for Chandler Parsons.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Berea.
From deep three-point range, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. There's a good screen. Dallas moving the ball around, and Jones sends it back. Levine kicks to Freak. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Now Berea. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Nowitzki outside. Nowitzki a screen. 4 on the clock. On its way from Parsons for two.
Oh, no. Bad time.
The Mavericks have made two and missed two at the line tonight. Free throw, no good for Williams. A different look for Dallas. Pachulia, he's checked in for Gobert. JaVale McGee comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Harris subbed in for J.J. Barea. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Muhammad, he's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Martin in for Levine. Parsons on the wing. Muhammad covering. Parsons outside. Shot from 12. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Williams. The pass to Towns. He feeds it to Muhammad. Here's Freak. No good there off the double clutch. Mavericks trail by 9. Dishes it to Pachulia. To the paint. It's good, and he threw contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. McCallum, he's checked in for Dallas. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Timberwolves. The Mavericks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Harris passes to McCallum. Inside, it's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pekovic.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
There's the pick. Parsons, right side. Just 5 to shoot. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And, Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst, and I think it allowed them to put that run together.
Here's McCallum. Second shot opportunity. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Pachulia.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
McCallum with the bucket.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Freak with it. Harris is there. Here's Freak. Drops it in from 11 feet. Freak's got 22. Here's Dallas. They're on a 16-6 run. Harris outside. To the inside. Here's Pachulia. And it's Freak with the rebound.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Some real terrific numbers for Pekovic. He has 8 points and a pretty good.
Checked in for the Timberwolves.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Down low, it's deflected. Towns with the steal.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Freak. Fast break, Minnesota. Stolen away. Here's Harris. It's off. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. J.J. Barea is out there with Williams, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. There's Freak. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Clock at 4. Shot is no good. And it's Dallas the other way. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Williams fires. Minnesota with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Pass to Jones. Wiggins kicks to Pekovic. Count that one. Pekovic has got the fourth quarter. They double in with Freak. Gobert dishes to Williams. Dallas moving the ball around. Puts it up from 17. Again, Williams missing.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Pulls it up. And that one's good. Freak. Freak's got 10 points here in the second half. Dallas shooting reasonably well, 45%. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Dallas Mavericks dancers.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki with the steal. Outside Williams. Nobody near Parsons. Misses the 3.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Now here's Freak. Guarded closer. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins outside. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Freak. Another miss by Minnesota. The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the 76ers. Barea, the pass to Nowitzki. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
We've seen Nowitzki playing a good game here. He has 9 points and 2 steals. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
Levine kicks to Jones. Pass to Freak. Williams with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Unloads from 13. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Gobert, and it's all evened up.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Shoots it up. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Parsons outside to take the lead. That one goes. Count. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Pekovic. The 10-footer finds the target. Berea with it. Now the Mavericks with it. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Parsons outside, takes a 3. Pekovic with the rebound. Pekovic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Towns, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Williams dishes to Nowitzki. Fade away. Makes a big height bounce and goes in. Nowitzki's got 4 points in the quarter. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Exciting stuff.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down. But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Williams passes to Nowitzki to the left side wing. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Finished off the break. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Nowitzki, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Freak kicks to Levine. Passes it to Freak. Five to shoot. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Berea. And it's off the back rim. No good. So it's Minnesota now. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Kicks it out to Parsons. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Williams. Good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
We're seeing the red-hot version of Darren Williams right now.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's the feed to Barea. Fires for 3. He's off from 3. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to head back to the studio with Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Freak.
Well, he showed just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. We saw people leaving.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal.
And I can't quit, all I know is